Oh, you can just go for it. Yeah, there you go. The Julian in the jungle and put that Paquito in the XP lane. With this, usually when we do see Sutsujin jump into that jungle, he brings the Demon Slayer, even on the Julian, and he builds full tank. He's more of a utility player, and with this, I do think he might just go for the same route. Both of the junglers playing for utility, and obviously, well, not actually, no. I forgot, Aura, Kabuki is on the Fanny, not High. So it's not going to be the tank Fanny that we saw before on the hands of High. This is a very interesting draft.
It seems like from the draft's composition-wise, we have to wait and see, but it seems like you guys have a say in this. Audience prediction by TikTok, 53%. A very slight advantage here, ladies and gentlemen, for side of Aura Fire. And if you want to contribute, you can check out TikTok, MPL ID official, and also share, perhaps vote there.
Exactly. Put your votes into the comments because your say matters. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the banning phase is over. We'll now just be waiting to jump into the Land of Dawn, seeing the first game between Aura Fire and EVOS Legends.
Yeah, EVOS Legends and as well as Aura Fire will commence now. Let's just jump straight ahead to the Land of Dawn to begin the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Mirko, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Looking at the drafts again, I've just been waiting for this for so long, right? I really hate the jungle tank meta, and looking at Sutsujin, he wants to go for some damage here. He's opted to go for Mystery Shop instead of the Demon Slayer that we usually see. So again, I like this game right now. No tanks in the jungle. Both of them gonna be able to deal damage, and both of them are going to force those plays to happen for their team.
Early on in the game, though, for sure, the Fanny will be a lot more efficient, a lot more effective with how the kit just works against that Julian. So I think the pathing will be very, very important, but the talent prediction by Axe here shows that Fanny is on his own.
Wow.
You doubt Kabuki's Fanny?
Well, one thing for sure, EVOS Legends, if they can take it to the late game, it's their game. Remember, Julian, Claude, they can go to the late game, but Taz there, both the figure, Kabuki jumps in with that Fanny. Taz will not be able to escape, and first blood by Samsung will go to the hands of Aura Fire.
Again, this is what you can expect from Aura Fire in the early stage of the game, especially with Kabuki on that Fanny. Here as well on the bottom side, Clover is just not going to have a good time in this matchup. Paw absolutely demolishes the Claude, and that's why I kind of question that pick, Arashi.
Right, the Claude into the Papa and Koopa is going to be very, very difficult. And Aura Fire, if they can get ahead, this Papa and Koopa will be such a menace for the structures of EVOS Legends. This is how Aura likes to play, take objectives, take control of the map, and then suffocate you and make sure that any misstep you make gets absolutely punished. So far, we've seen Taz try and counter that aggression. He gets punished dearly, but EVOS strikes back.
EVOS Legends picking up the kill, the first kill. And now, with this man advantage, seems like they might go for the turtle, but rotation-wise, seems like they will prile the jungles. Fanny will pick up the purple buff, still no invades here in minute number 2. But take a look at the real-world manipulation. Tazan as well as Facehugger, who will win? Go Diva and Kabuki will help Facehugger and picks up a kill on towards Taz. He gets taken down the second time here, the first 3 minutes, and Aura Fire will have more than enough room to take the first neutral objective.
And that's the X factor that Aura Fire have. Every single skirmish you go for, in the bottom side, top side, even in that river, you never know where the Fanny is going to be. It can be everywhere here, and because of that, they secure a turtle presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series. Aura Fire already leading in this game with that Fanny pick, getting 2 of the 2 kills. That's 100% right now of the kills onto the hands of the man that you do not want to see the kills on.
Exactly. In the late game, he'll be an absolute issue for the side of EVOS Legends, even if he's an assassin that can actually fall off a lot faster than a lot of these gold laners. So for Aura Fire, they're on the right track. They're making sure that the mid lane is winning. They're shutting down Facehugger at the same time. EVOS Legends, they have gotten Pendragon an advantage, but right now Aura Fire is trying to counter that.
Ooh. Yeah, oh, the Iron Hook misses there, luckily. BMI was available, but man, the rotations are on fire. They want the gold, they want the turret, and minute number 3, the first structure of the game will fall. EVOS Legends, they are tracking, man.
And right now, it's not really looking good for Fluffy. We mentioned the bottom side, Popo winning in the lane against Claude, but in the top side is the opposite. Pendragon will have a significant advantage here on the Paquito with the amount of kill pressure you can put on the Uranus. So Uranus cannot really go for those cuts as the Uranus usually does.
Well, we'll have to see here. Fun fact here. When Sitsujin or EVOS Legends took the L in the first leg, EVOS Legends, they are still with Fursik and as well as Bajan, but now with a roster shakeup and as well as Dreams coming into the fray, perhaps they will look for a different outcome here.
Exactly, he is the new tip of the spear for the side of EVOS Legends, and so far he's been doing really, really well. He's avoiding the fights as much as possible, but in the mid lane, there you go.
Gets taken down with that I'm offended. And top side though, 2v1 situation here. Fluffy will be the recipient of the bloody hand. Take a look at damage from Sutsujin. He will not survive that one, as our Fire though still establishing a healthy amount of gold, 1,000. And now they're all looking for the next turtle. Will EVOS respond?
Both teams are playing it really well in the early stage. They're using their win conditions properly. EVOS Legends with a kind of pick composition, they need to isolate Aura Fire members, but Aura, they need to group up as much as they can to look for those crazy early game team fights. And obviously, the neutral objective secure is going to be the main goal for Aura in the early stage. Capturing that second turtle presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series, but Kabuki now might just go for that bottom side.
Oh, Clover is the right target here. Kabuki has enough mana, and Clover will not have that BMI, but no commitments more from Kabuki. No bodies just yet. Aura Fire still very, very clear with the map pressure. Top side, there might be some action here. Aura Fire already setting things up. Pendragon sniffs it and as well as escapes. The second structure
jungle
will fall, but oh my god, the jungle! Sutsujin and as well as Dreams claiming Kabuki there out of nowhere. And now, EVOS Legends, they are starting to pick up their pace, invading the jungles of Aura Fire.
An amazing trade there by Sutsujin and Dreams. They noticed that Aura rotated to the top side to try to target the turrets down. So Sutsujin and Dreams, they did the same thing into the jungle. Now though, collapsing into mid.
Lapsing to mid, Godiva cancelled, but take a look at the backside. Dreams as well as Sutsujin trying to find a kill here. Onto that facehugger as well as high, but man, that stun is just a nuisance. Sutsujin is the one who gets taken down.
A bit too greedy, I believe, in that skirmish right there, but the top side, Gani.
It's not looking good for Pendragon here. I mean, Kabuki here with that fan, he's still very strong. Pendragon has no sprint. But luckily, he has no mana. But there you go, the backup, the reinforcements, EVOS Legends, they are trailing.
Oh, wow. I don't know, EVOS Legends, it just feels like, sometimes they are able to find those trades, but against the Uranus, I don't think you're able to burst them down like this, man. Yeah, Fluffy is taking a whole lot of damage there and turning it around here, as they are able to use Fluffy's distraction to actually secure the purple buff, taking it away from Sutsujin.
I think Sutsujin was actually able to secure it, so that's a bit fortunate for him, I believe. But honestly, for Aura Fire, the game plan so far has been going perfectly. They have all the towers, the first towers in all the 3 lanes, and they have made sure that the biggest risk to their victory has been shut down as well. So they can do a lot right here and start looking for control around the map into the jungle of EVOS Legends.
And while you were talking about that, yeah, the purple buff was secured, but Godiva took away the orange buff. So you take one, we'll take one too. And you can see it's reflecting on the items already, Arashi.
Exactly, for Sutsujin, he only has a Genius one right now, not nearly enough damage, comparing it to Kabuki, already sitting on the Heptaseas, and of course the steel leg plates just in case some counter damage comes back in. For the side of Aura Fire though, Hai already has the BOD and the Windtalker, so turrets, they don't last very long when Tai is doing his work against them. For the side of Godiva though, he is itemizing for that Radiant Armor, making sure that later on, against Sutsujin and Taz, he won't be bursted down as easily, and if EVOS Legends spend too much time and effort trying to take him down, he can actually get that very critical counter engage.
What I like about the composition from the side of Aura Fire is that they are really, really good in synergizing. I mean, imagine Hai taking out down a turret with the help of that real world manipulation. I mean, EVOS Legends, their members couldn't find the right engage, perhaps.
And even if the members from EVOS Legends wants to look for a trade while the Popo are doing their thing in that bottom side, Uranus is always there to just act as a distraction. You're right, the synergy from this team composition is just wonderful.
Wow,
and the macro plays, man. Aura Fire just completely outclassing EVOS Legends in that term, getting every single turret in that bottom side all the way to the base. Even this is the 8th minute of the game. This is something that we rarely see.
Rarely see. Oh my god, Taz gets jumped on, but take a look at the backside. Clover actually 1 HP. BI being too aggressive, but Kabuki still has the cables to escape. EVOS Legends, they are struggling. They took the trade. It's taking the turret top side for a base turret. That is not worth it, Arashi.
You cannot go for, I don't know, quote-unquote base races. You can't compete against Orfire in the pushing department simply because they have the Popo and Koopa. You can hope to match the kind of damage when you have a Clover on the Claude, when you have Taz on the Valentina. And now with that pressure, with EVOS Legends scrambling to try and secure some control, Orfire will sneak in that Lord without any contest.
It's also very interesting, Arashi, like you mentioned, without any contest from EVOS Legends. EVOS Legends, a team that usually thrive on objective control, thrive on wave manipulation, but in this game, Orfire, they've controlled every single lane, the waves, literally all the things you can add into the game in terms of macro is there for Orfire. As you can see from the players gold by UBS Gold earlier on, it's all just the Orfire members, 4 of them. Obviously, Godiva not getting as much as the other members as a roamer, but still, it's an impressive feat doing this, suffocating EVOS Legends as a team with a very skirmish-heavy identity.
And they have the real manipulation as well to try and use when the going gets tough in that high ground battle. So for Orfire, it's just really solid right now. And EVOS Legends, they need to try and make something happen. Because if they're just waiting around, Orfire will pull the trigger eventually.
Sisujin taking the damage here. He gets taken down. Take a look at the backside. Blazing duet onto his 2 members, but Orfire, they're still strong. All the base. Take a look at the base. EVOS Legends needs to take care of this Lord. On the front side though, Kabuki picks up a kill onto his Paquito. Now it seems like Fluffy trying to distract the members of EVOS Legends. At the end of the day, it will be 1-4-2. EVOS Legends lost another base turret in the mid side.
Oh, with that base turret, it's just going to add on to the pressure that is on EVOS Legends right now. Remember, this is the 10th minute of the game. If you guys expected an end, that's not what Aura were expecting. They expected to get value off of the Lord, and with that base turret and 2 extra kills, they certainly got the favorable trade this time around. All they need to do, again, is just play it slowly, take it slow, clear out the waves, or just freeze it actually in the bottom and top side.
There's an instant replay by the Samsung Galaxy A series. Great engage by EVOS Legends using Sutsujin for the knockup and then sanding Pendragon as well as the rest of the members to try and get that backline.
Whoa.
But Orfire way too clean with it, and before you know it, Sutsujin gets taken out.
Out of nowhere, he was out of the base a little bit too far there, and Aura, I'm guessing they used their conceal to find that pickoff, but without Sutsujin, that's a lot of power they lost.
Real world revelation pops off here. Dreams forced to use the flicker, but Kabuki jumps in. Not committing to any member just yet here. Pendragon trying to clear the mid side. Orfire still strong with 5 here. But it seems like Orfire playing the discipline game. They see only 1 lane is pushing. They opt for the jungle clear. And item-wise, what is significant here, Rashi?
Well, Wind of Nature as well as the core items for the Claude is secured on Clover, so he is a menace. He can do a lot of damage in the back line, as we saw in that previous replay. But at this point, it's a bit difficult for him to find an opportunity for a pickoff because there's no real setup except for Sutsujin diving in, and he is not nearly tanky enough to take the brunt of the counter engage from Orfire. Pendragon has the Malefic Roar though, so he is another aspect that Orfire needs to be worried about. If he's left alone, he can one-shot a lot of their squishies, but of course, all EVOS Legends, they need control in order to find opportunities to punish Orfire like that.
Question is, how do they get control when you're up against a Uranus that can clear the waves right now and is as tanky as ever? And obviously with Facehugger and High, who deal so much damage to the neutral objective, you're not really going to be able to contest anything. That's the Lord Slain for free, again, for Orfire, uncontested, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series. Orfire are completely suffocating EVOS Legends in their own jungle, and it looks like they are already setting up for a slow push down below. Fluffy clearing it out, going to wait for the next mini waves, and they might just go for, like, this is going to be a massive push. EVOS don't really have high ground clear.
Wow, the wave manipulation from Orfire is really, really good right now. And I think the next battle will be very decisive, and everyone has their battle spells up right here. So EVOS Legends, they have a chance to make a play happen as well. It all comes into execution, man. Orfire, they are the ones in control. EVOS Legends are the ones that need to surprise them. Lord marches into their base right now, and EVOS Legends, let's see what they can do.
Yeah. Dreams opening up the maze. Oh, take a look at the Go Divas. and engage there. Sutsujin gets taken down. Tarzan as well as Dragon might be necessary. Double kill for High as the base will be too exposed, but before that, High will pick up that triple kill. Game 1, a clean cut textbook execution there by Our Fire, 1-0.
Complete domination